Hi guys. All right. So yesterday I didn't make a Stitchy Monday video, obviously. I'm just not cross stitching like I was. And I'm just gonna make a Stitchy Monday video whenever there's stitchy progress, right? So, yeah. Yesterday was just a little bit of chaos. I had to go get a kidney scan to check the kidneys because we're having some problems. So anyway, I am crocheting though. I'm crocheting a filet crochet alphabet blocks baby blanket type deal. So I'm working on that. And then the other one, and I don't want to show it just yet. I want to wait till it's almost finished. So the other thing that I wanted to work on was, for 2 years now, I've been wanting to make this certain item. And I've kind of gone back and forth because I live in Texas and it's hotter than blue blazes. And I couldn't find the right pattern. I'm not 100% convinced that I got the right pattern, but I wanted to try it anyway. So the idea was I wanted to make this long cape with a hood, just for those rare nights that maybe get a little cool when we're out doing a barrel racing or whatever the case may be. And I've always wanted, it's kind of like a cloak. Maybe a cape, cloak, I don't know. So I saw one from Bag O' Day Crochet. But first of all, it took a crap ton of yarn, was very dense, very, very dense. And it looked really heavy. My plan for mine was I didn't want heavy. I just didn't want heavy. And I wanted something really light. And so I've kind of put this off because I couldn't find the right yarn and I just didn't find the right pattern. And then this pattern popped up and I was like, golden, I'm gonna tweak it to make it work on this. And I had gotten the right yarn because all this donated stuff. I had gotten this, it's called Pattern Works Meredith Bay. Honestly, I don't know what this stuff is. It's made in Romania, color 915, but it's wool and alpaca. So it's already it's already gonna be kind of warmish, but because it was smallish in size, I knew I think it calls for a smaller hook, and I wasn't going to use a smallish hook to make. And I don't know if this is like a purple or a blue. I don't know. So to make this really lightweight, because like I said, it's alpaca and wool, I cranked up my hook and it helped make it plus size because the pattern called for like an E or an F hook. Now I don't care to go by letters. I want millimeters, and I can't remember what an E and F is at this time. And it called for DK weight yarn, which this is kind of DK. So I cranked it up to a 6mm hook, and this pattern already says it's for plus size, but I really wanted it like cloaky. Is that even a word? I don't know. So 6mm, if you're going by the letter, it's J. I got a 6mm hook, and here's the first few rows. I haven't got very far on it. I just been just getting other things done. But you can see it is shells, so it's going to take quite a bit of yarn. But you can see how lightweight that is. It's not dense at all. And it's going to be in the front. Now, what they used to close it is the coolest thing. I didn't know this was a thing. But there's something called a shawl pin or button, a shawl button. And it's two metal pieces that come together and clasp. Supposedly they were super vintage, medieval times and stuff like that. So, I'm going to try to find something like that. I tried to look on the Etsy, but most of them were gold and Celtic knots or medieval. I don't want something like that. I just had a thought. Oh. I don't want something like that. I want something like a silver, maybe a conch with turquoise in it. That has a chains in the middle or something. I want silver and turquoise, but I don't think the turquoise would work with this blue. So I want something silver maybe and chains. I like the idea of chains, but I also don't mind. I also may get the one where it hooks. I don't know, because I got to research exactly what all that is. I don't know. So, and I also was working on my hand piecing quilt. This quilt's going to be completely hand pieced. I've shown you these two, and I think the way it's going to go is like this with the hexie in the middle right there. I think, because I don't think I want to do it like this. I think I want some separation. And what I may do is just do it like this. But then I may just have to do the where it does the hexie. Now, do I know what size hexie it is? Negative. I don't. But anyway, and I made up some more diamonds. I don't remember what size my diamonds are. I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos of people hand piecing quilts and stuff, and they use the basting stitch. I can't get behind basting stitch. I just can't. I'm all about the glue stick and go type deal. I'm all about just glue stick it. I prefer the glue stick. I'm going to probably have to get some more cardstock and make some more papers, because I'm not taking these papers out till I have an idea lined out 100% and I have everything secured, because that's the last thing you want to do is just take papers out just to take them out, and then everything just kind of not secure after that. So yeah. Also, I've been working on a new quilt. I started that with the vintage fabric I had. Now, I wanted to get a good pattern, but I know with the simpler patterns, people are going to be like, oh, that's not very fancy. I could have done that. Okay, yeah. But I don't like tiny piecing. I'm not about that. I want, less piecing to show off the fabric. And especially this quilt, because the fabric was just beautiful vintage fabric. And I wanted to show that off. So, here is the block. Now, I didn't have enough of this to make the size quilt that the pattern shows. So the quilt's going to be a little bit smaller, but I think it'll still be okay. So I don't have all the blocks done. So this is not all the blocks, don't worry. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I really, really am enjoying this. I turn on an audio book and just get to sewing. I was gonna start working on this again, but I've got to go to my pain management doctor. I've got an appointment at 3 o'clock, so I got to go do that and get that dealt with. So yeah, I'm not sure the backing of the quilt just yet. I don't have a sheet that I really like, and I really need to go to Goodwill and get more sheets. That is running beyond low. I think I've got 2 left. And I don't think I've got any fabric big enough for backing in one piece. I hate to piece backing just because there's so many bulk seams in that. Does that make sense? I don't know what I'm gonna do. But have I shown you I've got everything organized? Look at that. Organized. These bread containers right here, I've been eyeing those at the Dollar General for ever since they came out for the beginning of summer. But they were $8. They were expensive in my world. So I kept eyeing them. Well, finally, not too long ago, they were buy one, get one half off, or buy one, get one free. I was like, yes, yes. So those hold my 2.5-inch squares and my 4-inch squares. And I think I'm using 4-inch squares on the diamonds. I've got some of those. I'm trying to have a variety of them. We'll see what it looks like. But this is another bag by Miss Janice. And that's beautiful. I love this bag. I do. I don't, she's not made me any bags that make me look at it and go, oh, yikes. Her bags are just amazing. And they're just made with so much love. And it's just amazing human. Amazing. Now, I do have some of these because I was working on Quilt As You Go hexies, but these are not going to be big enough for in between the stars because I don't remember what size my diamonds are. I just blew it up on, I just typed in diamond outline, blew it up on the computer. Because the way I figured it is, I didn't know what size I wanted, so I went as big as I could. And then I marked, I would cut out the outline, decide if that's what size I want. If not, I would go down and mark it with the ruler about half inch, and keep going down till I got the size that I wanted. And then just cut them all out. And do it that way. It seems to work. So here's them all cut out. Now I hand cut these out. I hand cut them out. I traced them all on cardstock paper. So yeah, it works. It works. And yes, just working on that. And then I need to figure out what size hexie I need to do for the middle. Right now, I'm just going to make the stars and just go until my heart's content, which I don't know if I want to do a full size quilt. And what I mean by full is like a throw or a full size or whatever. Or do I want to just do a table runner? You know, I kind of want a bigger project without it getting out of control big. So I may just do a throw size or a couch size, recliner size. I think my stars, that's why my stars are so big. Because I didn't want to do like 1-inch piecing. No, thank you. So I wanted the bigger stars so that I could make more traction and progress. So anyway, that is what I'm working on, folks. Just getting all that done. And, you know, maybe I'll do some cross stitch this week. I don't know. And I get in those spots where sometimes I just go, and then sometimes I want to do something else. So my cape is kind of not priority really, because I have other stuff I want to do. So it's not really a priority for me. Excuse me. Because I need to get that baby blanket done. I don't have to, but I want to get it done for a gift. So I'd rather get that done. So, anyway, I hope y'all have a great week this week. And we're actually getting a cold front in Texas. It's going to be in the 80s. I'm excited. I'm so excited. It'll be nice to get cooled down. But yeah. And I may need to go to see my doctor. I don't know what happened, but last night and even happening today is this side of my face, and right here on this side of my face right here, it's numb and tingly, and it feels super weird. And even this hand feels weird. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But I may need to go to the doctor if it don't ease up. Because last night was crazy bad. It was really, really bad. Like, it felt like a taser had hit my tongue even. And it still feels that way a little bit today. So, I'm dealing with that. I swear, I want to go get a new body. I want to go get a new body so bad. And I did quit Zepbound. I'm not taking Zepbound anymore. I am done with Zepbound. It's not worth the side effects. It's just not. And I called my body and wellness doctor and I said, listen, I can't do the Zepbound. And she said, well, was it because of the side effects? And I was like, well, yeah, it's because of the side effects. And I think I've told the story, but oh well. And she goes, yeah, that's why I quit taking mine. Yet you're telling me to keep taking it, but you know not to take it? So anyway, she goes, well, when you get ready, we can put you on a diet pill or something. I said, all right, whatever. I just, for my gut health, I'm just gonna get off of stuff completely because it's just too much. It is way too much. And the amount of OTC meds to counter out the gut issue from Zepbound, it's just not worth it. They can't be good on me. Just can't be. So just be careful. If you're taking that Zepbound or Mounjaro or Ozempic and you're not diabetic, just be careful. Zepbound is for weight loss only. It's not for diabetes. So, you know, I don't know if it's got something different in it, but it's not good. Anyway, love you guys. Take care and God bless.